molweni, ninjani? I hope you guys are doing well. Now I'm perfect namhlanje. I don't have any complaints, feeling fine. Oh, I guess sorry about that, guys. It's a garbage truck, no? I don't know why it came late today. If you guys heard that anyway, so molweni. Oh, sorry. Welcome to my YouTube channel, guys. Welcome. My name is Rachel Sodinga, also known as Ugogunyoni. Yep, Gogunyoni. In this channel, I speak about my personal experiences in the journey of being a spiritually gifted person, and I only speak about my personal experiences in the journey. And in this channel, we are all about peace, we are all about love, we are all about light and respect. Yep, so welcome, and I hope you will enjoy my content and subscribe. Thank you for those of you who have subscribed, and yeah, thank you so much, guys. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Here, guys, like I told you, but my spiritual guides put me on another spiritual diet because that's how I put it. So now I'm off everything that has saturated fats. So, and I've actually lost weight, and what I've noticed is that my skin, is on another level of beautiful. You know, my skin is glowing. It's because of all the fruits and vegetables that I'm eating. So I decided to make a smoothie because I was not feeling like chewing. So I just put all the fruits, mixed it here with a protein shake, and then this is my lunch, late lunch, because it's now past 3. Sorry about that, guys. I'm really hungry. So today I'm gonna be speaking about, the reason why I'm looking down, guys, is because I decided to write what I want to speak about, because I want to keep my videos as short as possible, not more than 30 minutes if I can. So what I've noticed is that if I don't write down what I want to speak about, I tend to go on and on about different things, and then the video just becomes very long. So I'm trying to avoid doing that because I want my videos to be less than 30 minutes long. So in this video, I'm not going to be speaking about much, right? I'm just going to be speaking about understanding, the importance of understanding your spiritual guides, right? It's very important to understand how they work. It's very important to have that relationship now. Speak to them, pasha, and pray every day. Doesn't matter how many times a day, but when you get a chance, speak to them, so that you can be able to understand them, so that they can be able to understand you, especially if who has like with the ancient, like very ancient spirits like me, like spiritual guides like me, because most of them are very old, like backing to back like literally 1800s, you know? So it's very difficult ukungenwa ngabantu abadala kangakayana, trust me. So that's why you need to be constantly speaking to them, you know. Pasha, if you don't understand you, if you feel some type of way when they show you things, try and understand this, because also what the problem is that, remember, these ababantu amadlozi, they lived in a different time than Elis Pilakulo. Like Elis Pilakulo, izinto is very different than the time that Ibona Pila. So it's very difficult sometimes ukwenza ezinye izinto or to get ezinye izinto abasifunayo ngale ndlela abasifuna ngayo, because most of the things now we buy, right? And everything needs money. And also when you are speaking to them, be specific, make them understand like in terms of money as well. Explain to them that ucela imali ngamaphepha, because ixesha esiphila kulo ngoku into ezininzi requires for us to have money in order to be able to do izinto, in order for us to be able to get izinto lezi abazicelayo, you know. So make them understand, speak to them constantly so that uzokwazi uba understand nabo baku understand, right? And enye into that I see that is happening, I don't know if it's because of mhlawumbi le ndlela mna amadlozi am have explained izinto, ne? Like I've got idlozi lam elithanda inqawe, right? So ndiyalithenga icuba lakhe. So but before ban understand this, I used to smoke inqawe, ne? I used to smoke inqawe xa ifike laa nto ithi bangabana kukho like xa kuphakame lo ufuna yona. And then like there was different things, there was like izinto ezinjengesnefu, there was, I remember this other time I would smell like this particular beer, right? And then I went I sent someone to go and buy it, and then when I opened it, the smell, it was exactly le beer binukisela. And I didn't know how I knew that, but okay, this isn't just zakamoya nje siziyalexenza ngendlela yazo. So xa usithi u go through into ezinjalo, like usmela like into ezinjalo, or feeling like mhlawumbe umzekelo nowadays abantu kukho like savannah kukho bani, you tend to see abantu drinking or doing things in the name of bangabana ifunwa lidlozi lam, ithandwa lidlozi lam, of which there's nothing wrong, because we are different. Like I always say, in this channel I share my personal experiences, right? And the way idlozi lam explained to me is that those are things that I need to have emsamo, where I pray upon phahla khona, right? So if I smell inqawe, I would go in, ndiphalate amakhandlela ndilight ndiphahle, and then ndizawuthatha icuba eli lenqawe ndizaligayela pha phantsi ndimnike umntu omdala le nto ayifunayo, or ndiyilayite inqawe ndiyibeke phayana, uyabona, for elo xesha lithile. If I'm smelling like umzekelo mhlawumbi athi bafuna irhemero or what, ndiyayenza and then ndirhabule kancinci, and then I just put it there, uyayibona, zizinto endibapha zona abazifunayo. So for me, they explained that it doesn't necessarily mean ukubangabana just because denza umzekelo idlozi lam lithanda ihansa then funeka ndihleli nje ndiselana nehansa. No, it doesn't work like that. Go personal experience, go personal information that I got from my spiritual guides. Izinto abazifunayo abazirhalelayo, those are things that I need to get ndizibeke phayana emsam. Or sometimes bathi mandiye nazo emanzini, you know, then I would go emanzini, and then that's where I would ndibabekele ndibaphathele ndizigayele khona izinto abazifunayo at that time, you know. And that is also very important. When you are shown something, it's very important to uphahla and understand, and then you get it, you know, because there's always a reason why they require certain things from you, and that's also part of your growing up. That's also part of your growth, right? So yeah, it's very important to understand your spiritual guides, how they work, izinto abazithandayo nabangazithandiyo, because sidibana nabantu angabantu kwindlela yethu yokuthwasa. We go to ezintlombeni, we go to whatever, we share our izinto esizenzayo, or you see abanye abantu besenza izinto. Now you are human, right? And humans make human errors. So uzothatheka nawe mhlawumbi okanye uyibona into right, maybe nga right for yena but not for wena, you know, because there's a reason why izinto bezibonisa wena specifically, you know. So umzekelo, I once bought khona ezi zinto zinxitywayo, ndidla ngozibona like phaa kumuvango, those things that they like to wear silver izigcwale ngalo. So I was ndandizithengisola ngintombazana athi kum bangabana no uthengisela ngibona ngibe like insimbi, so athi kum uyathengisa uthengisela imothi amagqirha ezi zinto, they like them, uyayibona. I was very skeptical, okay, because I know how my Rosie is, right? But I'm going, okay, to let me support. I bought those things. Sana, those things are still sitting somewhere in this house. I don't even know where. It was lamlati, no. That's why in the city now I don't do a uniform, and they turn the uniform because that's not how it's supposed to be. Ne? So that's how my spiritual guides have explained it to me. And also, as difficult as it is, you need to trust your spiritual guides. Like I told you, I've been through so much, and they have shown me izinto that were sent to destroy me even before I woke up. By waking up, I mean by when it was lamla gabuka and started communicating izinto that I need to do, that I needed to go for initiation and stuff like that. So before then, there were lots of things that that were meant to destroy me, that were meant to destroy me. But my spiritual guides and God were there. They were protecting me. So those are some of the things that they revealed to me when I am in doubt, when I feel like bangabana, I don't understand into, or because nam ndingumntu mos ndivele ngiqonda yo hayi ndoziyenza le nto, you know, or I just have difficulty trusting. And then they will tell me that, look, we protected you from birth, you know. And some of the things they would reveal to me zizinto nyani that ezakhe zenzeka. I remember this other time, friends, I was meant to go out with my friends way back before I got married. I was supposed to go out with my friends, but I don't know what happened, and they were involved in a car accident, and most of the people in that car, I'm just not quite sure which one it is, but they died, and they're like, you know. So, and then like there were many incidents that about. You remember at the time we saved you, because the reason why they knew so it's very important to trust them, because they could have chosen anyone, but they chose you because they knew that you were going to be able to, you know, you will be able to do izinto, you know. So it's very important to trust your guides, guys. As much as difficult, kunzima, but you need to trust in them. You need to pray. You need to pasha religiously, you know, so that you can be able to learn to understand them. Once you understand them, you'll be able to trust them. Oh, sorry. Also, the reason why I always say it's very important ukuhlambulula as umuntu wedlozi, as umuntu who is spiritually gifted, it's very important to cleanse, to purify yourself, because in the enzekayo is that just as thina as humans kunabantu right, kunabantu abarongo abayenza into ezirongo, amadlozi nawo, they were once human, right? And you get those spirits that used to do izinto ezirongo. It doesn't mean toba ngabana nazo azuzokungena. Hence you need to bangabana, before you go into the journey of uktwasa ukulungisa izinto zamadlozi, you need to be purified, you need to cleanse. Cleanse on alamadlozi angahlambulukanga, so that bangabana angathi xa ekungenile wenza into ezirongo, because you do get amagqirha that ayenza into ezirongo. Abanye they are not aware ubangabana benza into ezirongo. It's because bangenwe lela dlozi mhlambi lalingcolile, lalinenhliziyo emdaka, lalisenza into ezingahlambulukanga, you know. So adlulisele ke ngoku ezi zinto kuye. And it's very important, before ungene phehlweni, you need to consult. You need to always get a second opinion from somewhere else. You need to be cleansed, thoroughly cleansed, purified, so that lobangabana lamadlozi wakho ahlambuluke, so that xa usenza izinto zakho zokuthwasa ungabikho sihlwele esizawutsalela ecaleni, esizakwenza into ezingekhoyo zihlangane, so that you can be able now indlela yakho ikwazi uba ngabana into zakho zihlangane zingalengalengi, you know. So that is very important. Hence you need to speak to them all the time. You need to understand them. You need to trust them. You need to trust them. That's very important, you know. And also the point of the importance of sticking to your diet abakunika yona. Remember, this is a journey. You are growing every day. You are evolving, you know. So some of the foods that we eat, especially if you have ancient souls within you, most yezinto esizityayo ngoku izizinto that they were not exposed to at the time, right? And most of the foods that we eat have got chemicals, have got izinto that can affect you spiritually, that can affect your spiritual growth, that can affect you ukubona kwakho, you know, because you need to be khaphu. You need to be able to catch everything, ne? Especially if into esuka kubantu bakweni. You're not gonna know everything, you're not gonna see everything. Zikhona into ezenzekayo kuwe wothuke bangayibo yenzeke njani. Those are things that were meant to happen ngaloo ndlela, because in order for you to grow, you need to go through izinto so that you'll be able to have wisdom, you know. So situations ezinjalo zona zizinto ezimele zenzeke, but in general you need ube khaphu so that they can be able to communicate with you, to connect with you. So xa umdaka ezinye izinto zifika kade or ziyafika and then wena you as awuzifumani. Like for instance, you would dream and then wake up not remembering bang uphupe ntoni. You know, it's because you need to hlanjululo so that you can be able to wake up and remember your dreams, you know, because that's how you grow. Remember, they communicate differently. Kwabanye it's visions, uhlale ubone vision. Kwabanye it's dreams. Kwabanye it's through your intuition, which is my type of spiritual guides. Mostly they communicate through intuition, right? So but we are different. So it's very important to stick to izinto abathi bangabana zenze suzenza, especially when it comes to izinto oziconsumayo, because they can affect you. Kulandima yobangabana uve omnye like obona abanye bechaya inqawe religiously, omnye achaya isnefu religiously. I can't be wrong if that's what they want, but you need to be very careful, especially if wena ubizelwe ukusebenza, ukubizelwe ukukhanya, you know, ukubizelwe ukuphilisa, ukukhulisa amadlozi abantu. You need to be very careful what you consume, you know, because funeka uhleli nje ukhaphu, funeka uhleli nje uskoni, right? So into ezinjenge tobacco, those are things that can affect you spiritually, you know. Hence idlozi lam told me that you don't need to uchaya inqawe whenever uyinukisela, whenever sicela icuba lona lihlala likhona, lihlala pha emsamo. When they wanted ndiyakwazi uligala phayana. You know, it doesn't mean that I have to smoke, because they know the effects that it will have on me, you know, on my growth, on my spiritual growth. So hence as that like in terms of like pork, I don't consume pork, whether when I get bandela, but I will never eat. So when I buy zindo, I always need to check bangabana I now pork now, right? Or yeah, so it's very important, guys. And now I do it without questions, because I understand bangabana there's a reason behind everything abathi yenze, and it's all part of ukhulisa kule. Sorry guys, I'm hungry. Oh, I'm so hungry. So it's very important to listen to izinto oziboniswayo, you know, and nakwizinto ozifundayo kubantu abasehambele ndlela before wena. You need to be very selective. Like you need to be very selective. You need to, and it is also mamelando. Like that's what I was told. Yes, there will be things that end is fundayo kubanye abantu. But I need to be very selective as to what is it that in graspayo, you know. I need to understand first, why is it done this way, or why. I need to understand the background before I can actually start doing it. So that's how I've been. That's how they like is in zone. And also, guys, there's this thing that I see with families. Okay, kwakho umuntu othwasayo, and they will start saying ba uthatha amadlozi wethu. Guys, that is so I don't even know which word to use, but guys, ayikho right londo, ayikho right. Like we have so many of amadlozi, sineminombo ngeminombo yabantu abadala abaphila kuthi, from our bloodlines. And akekho umuntu oba idlozi lonye umuntu. Idlozi likhetha umuntu elimfunayo. Hence kukwazeka kuba ngabana efemelini the whole family. You get a family where everyone is spiritually gifted. And there's nothing wrong with that, because the sinemi normal, especially families where before izinto ezidibene ne-ancestors and stuff like that, they were not performed. Now bonke, once one person opens that door, now bonke, they want ukuphila, they want ukulungiselela, right? Hence now you get mhlawumbe umuntu efamilini, of which that's the case with my family. That's what my spiritual guides have told me, that most of my family members are spiritually gifted, but because of the darkness, because of ukungcola komsamo wekhaya, so kwalibazisa izinto ezininzi, you know. But again, now that I started this whole thing, hence I was getting all those spiritual attacks and everything that was happening because of bangabana. Now ndenze into ezophazamisa indlela ebese the control ye darkness, you know, over my family. Hence when I was growing up, there was no peace ekhaya thina sikhuleka ifamily kuxatyanwayo soloko kuliwa, like about everything. Even today, actually, it's still like that, but I'm no longer like there. And even though there are no fights like the way kwakungakhona, but akuvanwa, you know, no matter what happens, no matter sithetha sithini, but there's still that thing yokungavani. It's because bana azikagqitywa izinto funeka zilungisiwe for uhlambulula umsamo, and there's still many things funeka zenziwe. And I, as the person ngoku ongenileyo entsimbini, cannot finish everything at the same time, because like I said, yonke into kwixesha esiphila kuyo inid imali, you know. If kumele uxhelile, you need to go and buy imbuzi, you need to go and buy inkomo, you need to buy. So asifuyanga, you know, izinto funeka zithengiwe, everything actually funeka ithengiwe. So ngezinye zezinto ezenza difficult leyo. And then you also get la madlozi ayesenza into ezirongo. Why i-result yobangabana why umsamo ungcolile is because of nabo aba babhubha besenza into ezirongo, so they need to be cleansed, banid uhlanjululwa. Hence kunide kuba kwenze le misebenzi in order for ukuhlambulula umsamo. But nowadays you get that xa usenza izinto manje usenza imisebenzi, now they start calling you names, bangabana hayi uthwele, hayi inyoka yakhe kaloku ifuna igazi, hence kumane kusenza, kumane kuxhela, kumane kustiwa. Kanti that's not always the case. In most cases, mhlawumbe umsamo ungcole kakhulu, so these rituals need to be performed. Each ritual eyenzwayo inomsebenzi wayo owenzayo in order for umsamo uhlanjululwe, right, uhlambuluke. So that's why you find that ufumaniseka mhlawumbe komunye imizi yoloko besenza imisebenzi beleke. Before we start sithethe izinto ezingekhoyo, we need to understand bangabana maybe there's other reasons behind why besenza izinto, you know. I'm not saying that abanye abazenzeli for into zabo ezingahlambulukanga, you get those, but ingaske into uqala uyiqonde. So the issue of families ufika zisilwa kubangabana hayi ubani uthathe amadlozi wethu, usebenzisa amadlozi wethu, vele ngamadlozi wenu nonke, but it doesn't mean into bangabana lo uthwasileyo uthathe amadlozi wenu nonke. Guys, angekho umuntu wagqiba amadlozi onke, angekho wagqiba amadlozi onke. It doesn't work like that, you know. And also sometimes you get that mhlambi umzekelo, I'm gonna make an example, like for instance kukho abantu abadala kunam abangakhange bangene kule ndlela, right, because of their reasons. And then wena umncinci idlozi ligqabhuke and lingakuniki choice bangabana, whether you like it or not, you have to do this thing, right, because like kwanele ngoku, you know, kwanele. Like it came to a point, like with my journey, it came to a point when I got into the journey, that was the time that ifamily yam bekufika ixesha lobana iphele one by one. You know those families where you find that like every second month, every third month kuyangcwatywa, ifamily yaphela, maybe abanye like by accidents okanye ingazeki bakutheni, but ifamily yaphela. Most of these things are not normal. Zizinto ezenziwayo ezo, like in the dark world, you know, with it's like the dark forces, kusobe kudlala dark forces up, you know. So the time ndingena, that was the time that my family was supposed to die, like besizophela one by one, because I had a dream prior to ndiyothwasa where I saw many graves, like line graves. I think there were about 12 or 13 graves. And then when I went closer, when I looked at the names on the crosses, it was everyone, it was my family members' names, right? and I didn't understand, man, how come everyone like is dead? So that's when at a later stage explained the time it was the time that my family so it was supposed to start working one by one. So it was gonna stop that. Hence I was getting all those spiritual attacks. Hence I'm still getting those spiritual attacks, because if to say fumene indo it's not easy to let go. So that's how those dark forces were. Like they finally got what they were doing, like they were working towards all these years, right? Just right now when it's about to happen, and then the figure, and then I broke all of that, you know. So I angered them, you know. So that's why ufuman's mind bangabana umntu who's a healer, who's umntu obonayo edlozini, they hardly have peace. They hardly have happiness, because you constantly have to be alert. You constantly have to be on, like, there's just everything. Like, there's a lot of things ezenzekayo kuwe. So when it comes to that, lendo yabantu beye family besethi izinto abangena information yazo, or not understanding. Ifana nento yoba, like, umzekelo, I'm Xhosa, right? My mom and dad are both Xhosa. I was born and bred in Cape Town, grew up in Cape Town. But when I got into the journey, I was shown places in the Eastern Cape, and I was told that's where ingaba zokokobam silele khona, you know. Those are places that I needed to go and perform certain rituals, you know, because that's where I needed to go and fetch their spirits, because that's where they are, you know. The matter yentsimbi bomvu, it was a very difficult thing to understand now personally, because I used to think that intsimbi bomvu ngeyintlanga, like abantu who are not Xhosa, because I just thought that intsimbi yethu thina, that is it was intsimbi emhlophe, not knowing that bangabana spirituality is very vast, you know, because umntu uyakwazi uthwasa, uyakwazi uyi-one, but kufuneka ulungisele, like for instance umzekelo amadlozi, like I3 or 4, like with me uthwasa intsimbi emhlophe, right, intsimbi ebomvu, and then I also have isithunywa, right, and then I'm also a medium, you know. I was shown tarot cards, I work with crystals and stuff like that, you know. Those are different kinds of spiritual guides eziphila kum that ezifuna ulungiselelo, you know, enzala ngazo, you know. Each one has their own way yokusebenza. Isithunywa sisebenza ngamanzi, hence I'm always at the waterfall, hence I'm always on the mountain, because of isithunywa, right? So they all work differently, you know. So but those are things that I needed to understand. Hence idlozi lam was very strict with to indlela yokwenza izinto. Hence, they told me you need to listen, you need to find a way of trusting us. You need to find a way of doing things as zone, you know. Hence, it is very important ukuhlambulula. So it was like ukutheteka izinto bangabana ayaxoka uyothwala uthwasa njani intsimbi ebomvu ngumXhosa wento ezinjalo. And then idlozi lam made me understand bangabana ngumXhosa, ngumgcina idlozi lam ngumXhosa. But during imfazwe kaMfecane back in the 1800s, yena wabhacela eSwatini, you know. That's where wayobhaca khona, you know, eSwatini. And then there he had a family, and then kulapho waphelela khona. Hence, when idlozi lam lomndawo livuka likhuluma iSwati, it's because wayeseSwatini, right? You know, hence I was shown in the dreams rivers that I had to go to eSwatini, of which at the time it didn't make sense. Why would I dream about Eswatini? Why would I dream about mountains in Zimbabwe? Because I dreamt about a mountain in Zimbabwe, and I remember I had this colleague of mine who was from Zim. So I explained to her, "Banaiman, I dreamt about this place, mountain that's looking like this," and in the dream it was like I was in Zimbabwe. And then she knew the place that I was speaking about, you know. But then she was confused. Why would they show you? Isn't that? So I had to understand, because there were wars, there were isn't. So many of our your forefathers, they went to Kulamazwe, because that's where initially we come from in Yabon Kakati. So that's why. So I feel that Ghana izinto as negative zikala within the family. It's very easy for outside forces and for the dark forces to take yongena. So I just feel like that we understand when our family members go through initiation, we need to sympathize with them. We need to understand, instead of sithethe izinto ezi-negative, man kwaze kwathatha idlozi, kwaze kwathani, kwaze kwathani. Yeah. So I'm gonna end it here, guys. I'm gonna end it here before I go on and on and on, because I can see it's already 30 minutes now. I don't want my videos to be long. So till the next one, I love you guys. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, and share as well. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Bye.